Okay, guys, welcome. This is the initial episode of 5 Random Football Guys, and actually make that 6, actually. We got Royal Shepherd in the house. I'm going to give everybody a chance to introduce themselves, and then we're going to get straight into some Champions League action. Start off with our producer, Manny.
Damn. No. I mean, I'm very glad to be here. I mean, I think that this is an absolute wonderful platform. Thank you to First to Eat for 5 Reasons Sports. Listen, it's not going to be the most like the famous tournament or whatnot per se, because last year, not last year, we're actually still in 2020. But listen, it's still soccer, it's still the wonderful game, and like I said, I can't be more happy to be here with you guys.
Martin, take it away.
I'm going to take this away from you, Austin, and it's going to be great that we are going to have a show that is going to be unforgettable, unforgivable, and just unreasonable overall. We have 5 guys that know their soccer and one random guy in Royal that had nothing better to do on Thursday night. He's so lonely during quarantine that he was like, please let me join you guys. I'm so lonely here.
Because he can never get on 5 on the floor.
Social interaction eludes me. So we're glad to have you all here. We're about to talk some soccer. I can't wait to hear all of your takes, and let's all agree that we are happy that Shakhtar Donetsk is the future European champion. No doubt about it. I mean, let's just say right now, Ukraine is going to rule the world.
If Shakhtar somehow make it out of that group, I know they're at the top right now, but if they can end up continuing to win somehow in the first game, how many first team players were out? Was it like
I think it was
11 or 12
or 9 guys?
Okay.
8 or 9 guys, yeah, 8 or 9.
First team players out, they go on and beat Real Madrid, and then a decent.
We're talking about this again.
Sorry,
who'd they beat?
Jesus, let's talk about positivity.
So
okay,
we're going straight into Group B action. We're gonna have to shit on Real Madrid for a second here. In that first game, I'm really sorry. We're gonna have to do it. It's like the biggest story of the Champions League. Manny, I'm gonna get your thoughts on Real Madrid and their performance so far, because I have to hear it from you first, and then we'll let everybody else get the opinions. But this guy's got to go for it first.
So what do you want to talk about? The game that happened.
We'll talk about Shakhtar, and then we'll talk about the Mönchengladbach game.
Wait, are the rest of us going to get a chance to introduce ourselves?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, what the hell?
All right, here we go.
Okay,
I'm backing off.
I'm Royal. I'm not one of the 5 football guys. My goal on this show is for you to know less about soccer by the time you finish watching. Like, I don't know shit.
I took them off. I'm done.
He muted. It's been 2 minutes. It's been 2 minutes, and Royal has already been muted. That's how the show is gonna go.
Oh my god!
All right. Sorry, Royal. Go ahead.
Oh, I thought I was finished. I had already went on my rant. I don't know anything. I'm here to learn. Hopefully, like through the course of this, like I'll be able to learn a little bit about soccer, but I don't know anything. I'm just ready. I do 100 times on the show.
Whatever you do not become a Liverpool fan, okay?
I agree with that.
We all agree with that.
Yeah, we agree. Yeah, totally agree.
Great. I'm not a Liverpool fan.
Remember, it's Thursday night. It's not Thursday night football, okay? It's Thursday night football.
No, okay, so this is going to be a problem that we're going to have on this show. I'm going to call it soccer, and y'all going to convince me that it's football. I'm the best already.
It's a beautiful game. That's all you have to say.
Okay.
Amen.
Who wants to? Paul, you want to go? You want me to go?
I'll go. So I'm Paul. If you guys follow 5 Reasons, usually can catch me doing the University of Miami coverage with their football team, and on the 6th Ring as well. Manny's also a producer of that show. We're on like every Tuesday, Thursdays. But aside from that, I do watch soccer/football on the side. I'm also a huge Madrid fan, like Manny, and I think that I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to.
What jersey is that? What?
It's a PSG jersey, a Kylian Mbappe jersey. Well, I'm putting the wrong side. This is a number 29 jersey. This is the jersey he got when they first signed him, I think, on loan. Before they made it permanent. Yeah. Number 29, not number 7, number 29. That's how you know I'm a real fan and not a
Good excuse.
piece of crap.
So let me get this straight, Paul. Let me get this straight. Football, the American football, is your main girl, and soccer is your side girl that you only see once a week, and you just want to use us and lose us. Is that it? You just have
Honestly, that
PSG
sounds
jersey
about.
to-
That's actually the right way to put it.
I can tell you're wearing that jersey just to go to a bar in Brico when the pandemic is over and be like, look at how French and sophisticated I am. Look at how much I know about the world.
I think I may have worn this to watch a game at American Social. So I mean, you're not wrong there. But I do watch a fair amount. I feel like since the U.S. men's national team kind of became popular, I kind of just naturally took on football/soccer, and yeah, I'm an avid fan. I say that lightly, but I'm an avid fan as well.
Okay, Royal, since you're the one that knows the most about football on this show, I'm gonna name you the judge of the show, and the first decree at your approval is gonna be to name Paul the bandwagon soccer fan of the show. That's gonna be. We're gonna call him Bandwagon Paul. That's gonna be it.
Got it.
Bandwagon Paul. It's
Works.
been decreed.
Bad idea. This is a horrible idea.
It's a genius idea, but it's only approved if the judge of the show approves it.
Thank you. I approve.
There.
Bandwagon Paul
Goddamn
is your
Royal,
new
come on,
name.
man.
You should change your handle already. That's the rule.
Bandwagon
Oh my god. After the show, I got you.
All right,
guys.
should we turn it over to the Bayern Munich fan? Should we turn it
Yeah,
over?
so I'm just the fan of the current European champions, best soccer team in the world, treble this year. You know how it is, best striker in the world, Robert Lewandowski, and not bottom of Group B like Real Madrid with 1 point.
That's a pretty good intro. I'm not gonna lie.
He muted me. I also like Zlatan Ibrahimovic, so that's another thing.
Forza Milan. I love Milan. I guess I'm gonna go really quick. I'm a huge Manchester United fan. I'm a huge Inter Miami fan. I do a lot of the coverage for Inter Miami over on 5 Reasons Sports. Make sure to go check that stuff out. But yeah, since we're gonna be talking Champions League here, I'm full blown 100% bleed red for Manchester United, and I will never shut up about them. I will go on about Marcus Rashford. I think we've slotted like 10 minutes away from me to talk about him in this show.
I thought it was 5.
Okay, maybe 5.
It feels like 1 hour already.
I won't stop. The guy is amazing, but that's about it for me. Manchester United all the way.
Just talk about Jadon Sancho just never coming to Manchester ever.
Yeah, we could talk about that. But we literally have the worst board and the worst owners in probably European football. It's so bad. But Glazers out. I'm fine. I'm under.
I guess money the team I root for has Boca Juniors in Argentina, where the dollar is 185 to 1. You know how much money they have? Nothing. And you're bitching about having $500 million and an owner that doesn't care. I want an owner that doesn't care and has $500 million.
Hence why I said European football. European football.
I guess you're discriminating against South American football, huh? Is that how it's going to be? You're discriminating against South American football? Huh?
I said the worst owners
Twitter,
of football.
Twitter, wherever you are, the soccer Twitter world, make sure that Austin doesn't leave this down. He was discriminating against the beautiful Brazilian and Argentinian and Ecuadorian and Bolivian and Peruvian poverty soccer. That's what it is.
All right, Austin. You're in timeout,
He called it poverty soccer.
Yes, that's what it is to him.
So that's what we're talking
about.
Because me being Peruvian, I feel insulted by him saying that. So
at least you can say that now.
Hey,
Before it was
here.
Barcelona's, but Barcelona, all of them resigned. So I guess you could take that now, Austin. But before, I don't know if you were able to take it.
And I'm sorry, if you were the Glazers, would you spend time with Tom Brady or with Marcus Rashford? I know who I would spend time with. So
TB12, baby, TB12.
Those are the rules.
Yeah, they did. Okay.
There you go.
Fair enough.
It's been 12 minutes. Are we going to talk Champions League at all? Or are we
Madrid's bottom of the group.
I tried.
Because Royal here is falling asleep a little bit.
Oh no, bro! I literally just got off the road. Like I put that in the group as a joke that I would come on here, and then you guys actually invited me in here. So I figured I'm just gonna practice my confused look faces throughout this entire time.
Royal,
So, what are
if you
your
would
thoughts
play,
on Madrid? then?
Royal, if you would play a position in football, where will it be?
I played running back.
That makes sense.
If you talk about soccer,
Hey, I left it up to you, and you decided.
hey,
You
Martin,
decided.
Martin,
You
he
came
means
on this
right
soccer
back.
show, and you took it your own way. I respect it.
Martin, he meant right back.
Right back, yeah.
no, I didn't. I meant running back. But no, if I was actually talking about soccer, I would probably my personality kind of fits the striker. Like I want to score. So
Because you're insufferable and you just complain about everything.
you seem to know me very well, Martin. Like,
That's what you show.
you seem to know me very well.
Inter Miami could put Royal up top instead of Higuain. It'd be the same thing.
Oh,
Actually, Austin, I was
and
listening to
and
you
Martin
earlier.
being from Argentina will totally agree with that.
I was
And
listening
Royal
to
is
Austin
probably in
earlier.
better shape.
I was listening to Austin earlier today when on the episode that he went on the what it is
Onside.
onside. There we go. I don't know that, but I was listening to it and I saw that they needed help with strikers in Miami. Yeah, man, I'm the perfect candidate, bro.
I'll go talk to Beckham for you. Don't worry.
There you
Yeah,
go.
from Cavani to Eagle.
And you know
I
what?
remember that.
And you know what? The
These
strikers, they get all the girls.
supporters
Royal.
will
They get all the girls.
Oh, strikers get all the girls. Well, I'm
Strikers-
married, so that's not like.
Hey, I'm not here to judge.
All right, bring us in.
I'm-
Bring us into
I'll turn a
Group B.
blind eye. Don't worry. I'll turn a blind eye.
Bring us into Group
All
B.
right, we're going into Group B. I'm going straight to Manny for this again. I wanted to do this before, but we had to introduce ourselves. Manny, you need to talk about Real Madrid. What the hell is going on?
Well, listen. Obviously, last week, they're not playing at the Bernabeu, so obviously, any team that comes into Madrid to play, obviously, there's no fans, there's no atmosphere. We understand that the whole point of Champions League, besides the players and the teams, is the fan base. It's the atmosphere. None of that is there. Not saying that's an excuse. However, though, you've seen how Real Madrid won the title league last season, right? I mean, Hazard was less than 50%, and you won the whole thing with Benzema and Vinicius running all over the place, and he still has no left foot. So all those things into account, you knew you had to play, Shakhtar on Wednesday, and then you knew you had to face up against Barcelona. So the way that I thought as a Madrid fan, what always seems to happen is, well, if you go well heading into a Barca game, normally that's been a loss lately. Like for real, like there's no possible way that maybe you could probably say you had the confidence in saying that you were going to win that game. Coming off 2 straight losses, now your back is against the wall and you're facing your arch rival on the road. Once again, no fans, no atmosphere. That to me is huge in the soccer world nowadays because, in South America, fans are everything. Ask Martin about this. And me being Peruvian, in South America, fans are everything. And in certain cases in Europe, it's the same thing. Real Madrid's issue is that they're running everything through Benzema. Obviously, their midfielders, it's kind of obvious. It's been Toni Kroos, it's been Casemiro, and it's been Luka Modric. It's kind of sad to say that Luka Modric has been our best player. That is just insane to me.
Oldest guy.
And talking about cash and money in euros, that's ridiculous. You know what I mean? And if it wasn't for Valverde being able to be so versatile as he is, this team might have not won the league last season with the depth that they had at midfield. Not to mention that, listen, you end up getting a tie in the last game against Maruchin Gamblad. Gamblad or whatever.
But
Yeah, you should have lost, by the way.
Manny, let me just say this. Let me just say this. Could it be that finally Real Madrid isn't getting as much VAR help as they used to, and now they can't win without it? Huh?
Yes.
Conspiracy time on five
Well,
guys
let me
right
just
here.
say
All those
this.
Cristiano
Hold
Ronaldo
on.
offside goals
So
in the
when Luis
Champions
Suarez
League.
got all those penalties by diving like this, and Messi gets tugged by the jersey and he drops to the floor, and the penalty is
We're not
given.
talking about Messi here. We're talking about Real Madrid.
Real Madrid, right? Hold on. You want to think about Real Madrid, right? I'm sorry. The man in the middle over here is a Manchester United fan. He was given a penalty when the guy just put his hands up to cover his face so that he could
Don't
go
be
home to his wife.
deflecting.
And
Don't
that
be
was a
deflecting and
penalty.
projecting. This is not the campaign election, okay? We are honest and straightforward people here. We don't project and we don't deflect. So
Manny, you get a red card.
no red card, but
I don't know
just
what it means, but I know you should get one when you do something bad.
I'll tell
Get a
you,
yellow warning.
Real gets the essence of football.
But
I'll tell you
Martin,
one
I
thing.
don't give
Guys,
yellow cards. No
Martin,
warning.
though,
Guys,
hold
listen,
on.
listen to my wisdom, okay? La Liga is an overrated mess, okay? Barcelona has 6 points in their group because it's been really benevolent on the fact that they played a team that I can't even remember of on the opener, and then they played Juventus, and Juventus had 3 goals disallowed by the same guy because they were offside. Real Madrid got bitch slapped by Shakhtar, who I dare you to name a single player on their team, and
All I
then
know, Martin, is
Borussia,
that they're Brazilian youngsters. That's it.
But
and then
Gladbach should have beat them for sure.
Borussia hot dog Black, and like they were up 2-0, and they choked just like they did against Inter. Borussia should have 6 points, but they are the Falcons of the Champions League. They don't know how to close out matches, and they have 2 points.
So
because
hold on, Martin. So being down 2-0, but yeah, you possess most of the ball and you have over 10 shots towards the end of the game.
possession is overrated.
Isn't
Possession is
that trying to
overrated
score?
if you don't do anything with it.
Oh no, I do agree with you there, because even against Shakhtar, we had most of the possession in the first half, and then that's when the counter started happening the other way. Varane has no idea what the hell he's doing. He's looking at Militao like, dude, what the hell's going on in the back line?
That center back pairing is awful, by the way.
Oh,
Varane and Militao, it's terrible.
Horrible.
If Sergio Ramos is not there, we are screwed. It's common sense. But Martin, you have to give credit to a team that was down 2-0 and did everything. They went all forward. They didn't care if there was an automatic position going the other way. They went and
because they knew that they were done for if they lost that match, and Borussia was kind enough to hand them the match in a platter. But if they play like this against Inter, they're gonna lose.
Oh no, for sure, no. And then this is my point. You still have a team that's good enough to win the league, but it's not gonna go more than that. It's not gonna go more than that, especially when Hazard once again he gets hurt by just walking on the pitch.
What do you think the issue is then, like specifically? Because with Gladbach, like that's what all Bundesliga teams do besides Bayern in the Champions League. They all get leads and then choke, and that's just what they do. Even in the Bundesliga, they do it all the time, and it makes no sense to me. So that game, like you guys should obviously be thankful that you get a point out of that. But what do you think the issue is? Because now it's like, is it the players? Is it the management? Is it Zidane? Like what is the issue going on?
I mean, when you listen, it's the same players that basically are there since the three-peat per se. The only guys that are new are Valverde, Hazard, and Vinicius.
Mendy.
Maybe even the goalkeeper.
Mendy,
yeah. Those are guys that obviously they were guys that you paid for per se to bring them in and to create that new life. You know what I mean? Because listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's quite clear that Real Madrid was not prepared for Ronaldo to leave. They were not prepared for his departure. And Ronaldo could be 40. The man is still scoring 40 plus goals a season in another league now. So that right there, you at least get 20 goals from that man in this team. Obviously, the things are not the way they look. But again, like I said, La Liga as well, it's not as strong. I remember when Valencia and Las Palmas were always competing, and now all of a sudden they seem like they can't get out of their way. So, but it's just a matter of fact that I'd want new blood in there, but with this whole, we're rebuilding the stadium, right? So that's gonna pause on anything you do financially. And Hazard has not paid off. The one man you put in so much money into, expecting for him, because listen, we all know this. When Hazard's 100%, he's one of the best players on the field, at least 100% of the time, without a question. Yeah. He draws defenders. He makes the team just flow so much better. He has not been able to do that the moment he stepped on the pitch for Real Madrid because of injuries, and two, because he has no continuity. He has absolutely no idea really what to do in every single game because he doesn't know if he's there for 10 minutes. He has no idea if he's there for 90 minutes. He has no idea if he's coming off the bench because of how injured he's been. That is not good. Okay? Martin, you get on the pitch the way that Hazard has been. Listen, at some point, you're going to want to prove to the world that you were worth that money that was paid for. But as a team owner and as a team coach, when Zidane's sitting like this and he sees James, get out of here, Bale, get out of here, but nothing has changed, and you're injured half the time, what more do you expect? You have a Karim Benzema that doesn't even get called up on the French team, but yet he's been your most productive guy, and he's almost 50 years old.
The French team's elite right now.
This is what I want to know, guys. A simple yes or no. Austin, do you fear Real Madrid as a Manchester United fan? Yes or no? No follow-up. Yes or no?
Austin is still complaining because Nani got the red card against who was it? Was it against?
Oh, you're talking about. You said Nani. You said not. Oh, come on. I don't fear Real Madrid if I were to face them in the Champions League.
Do you fear Real Madrid as a PSG fan?
No, but Paul's a Real Madrid fan.
Paul's a Real Madrid fan.
I mean, I'll speak on Madrid.
Okay. Kai, do you fear Real Madrid? Do you fear Real Madrid as a Bayern Munich fan?
The only team I fear is Liverpool.
Ooh, and the
only
Royal,
team you fear is Liverpool.
Fan here.
Yeah.
Do you fear Real Madrid? Tell me the truth, Royal. Do you fear Real Madrid?
Absolutely. So I'll tell you the truth. The only thing that I've understood in the past 5 minutes is Ronaldo and Messi. That is it. That is the only thing I've understood this entire conversation.
Yeah, but Royal, this is what we truly want to know. If they play the Champions League in Scottish skirt attire, would you watch it?
Obviously. Every dribble.
You need to write a letter to Infantino.
Right? It's called dribbling, right?
Yes, you got it.
Sure.
Fabulous.
Yeah, but first of all, Royal has to check if he has the channel.
Of course I have the channel, man.
Oh, the channel is CBS All Access BS.
TV, bro. What do you mean?
Royal, you wanna hear some true bullshit? They try to make us pay $30 per match
for South American
World Cup qualifying here in the United States. They want to make soccer bigger, and they try to gouge you out of your wallet in the middle of a pandemic to watch your national team play. And they tell you it's a deal of the century, $50 to watch the 2 matches of your national team. That's a bunch of shit. Imagine if they made you pay $50 a week to watch the Hurricanes or the Dolphins. Huh?
They do it with everything. They do it with everything, and it sucks. Like, remember, like a couple of years ago, it was okay. I think like it was Fox, then it was TNT, then it was Bleacher Report, and it was $10 per match. Now it's CBS, and it's $10 for that. Like, I think the way that they treat soccer in the US, it's like, oh, we really want soccer to be big, and it's like, but you know, like you just said, $30 to watch your team.
You guys actually
really? Pay that?
No,
I pay 10 for the CBS, but I watch a bunch of other stuff.
Well, unfortunately, I pay 12 a month to see Real Madrid, so yeah, I guess so.
I pay 10 for the CBS All Access, and I literally I put 4 games on my laptop stream at the same time.
But the All Access has a lot of stuff too, so it's fine with me.
Yeah, but Austin, you have the availability to watching it for free because the Premier League, which is the biggest fan base of soccer here in the U.S., is on NBC.
It's on Peacock.
No,
it's on Peacock. It's on Peacock. They completely screwed it.
They're actually hiding the league on Peacock now.
Well, there are the big games. If Chelsea's playing United, yes, it'll be on TV on NBC SN. But most of the games, if you want to watch, you have to pay either individually or you have to sign up for Peacock Premium, which is only an app and only online. You can't put it on your TV, nothing like that. It's ridiculous.
What the hell is Peacock? It's like HBO Max. I don't even know where Peacock is.
You know what they did too? They said Peacock is going to be this free streaming service last year at the end of the year once they had Project Restart happening, and then now that this season started, it's Peacock Premium and you have to pay for it.
I'll tell you what, they're raising the prices on Netflix, they're raising the prices on soccer. I'm in the middle of a pandemic, and I just can't take it anymore. It's too much.
Hey, Netflix, I knew that one.
Real quick to finish on Real Madrid.
Will Tua be able to play? Will Tua be able to play in the Champions League?
Hell no.
Bro, he'll get sliced twice.
Tua can do anything. Tua can do it all, bro. Tua can play soccer. He can play handball. Croquet.
Tua is a
just start a croquet podcast.
I played handball in elementary school. It's pretty awesome.
All right, guys. Listen, so real quick on Real Madrid, I don't think we're gonna go anywhere far again. It's the same team as last year. Nothing new. Hazard, obvious, hasn't changed with his injury pros.
Are you getting out of the group? Are you getting out of the group?
That's what I was about to
we'll
ask.
Get out of the group. I believe maybe in second place, but I don't really listen. As bad as it's been. You take 2 errors away from Iran last year against Manchester City, who knows? You really don't know because once you get there, Marin, don't be shaking your head. You know it's the
game. This is what I want to know. Raise your hand if you think Real Madrid is going to lose against Inter at Bernabeu next Tuesday on election Tuesday. There we go.
I think
Inter's going to beat them. Lukaku's going to score like a brace or something.
But Lukaku is questionable.
He's going to be out though. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Lautaro Martinez then.
Lautaro
Martinez can't even run for 90 minutes with Argentina, Martin. Come on.
Zlatan at 43 can run for 90 minutes. So.
Royal, do you have any idea what we're talking about right now?
Hell no, man. Bro, listen, first of all, I'm trying to figure out the difference between groups and leagues, bro, and leagues and groups. And so my goal here, I'm probably gonna jump on here every time y'all do it, just so that y'all can teach me soccer. And by the end of the year, maybe I'll be able to join a conversation.
Come to round of 16, you'll have some knowledge.
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
for
we
sure.
can move on now.
Yeah. Talking about moving on. Which group do you guys think is the most enticing right now? Which draws your attention most besides Group B with the Real
I was
Madrid,
gonna say
Inter?
it might be B, but maybe F a little bit, just because the three, with Club Brugge, Lazio, and Dortmund, maybe.
Yeah,
But besides
but
that,
Dortmund is always going down, dude. Like,
that's the thing.
What about what's the group with Liverpool, Atalanta, and Ajax? That's not bad. I think Atalanta and Ajax are gonna be great.
Liverpool and Atalanta have 4 points, and Ajax has 1. It's not done, but
Ajax blew the lead, but weren't they up 2-0?
Yeah,
I'm actually gonna go with the Manchester United, PSG, Red Bull group. Manchester United won in Paris. That was impressive. They won the other, and they blew out the semi-finalist from the last edition. It was 5-0, and it was no contest once Rashford came in. And it's gonna be, but I don't think it's done at the list right now, because even though Manchester United has 6 out of 6, PSG could beat them in England, and Red Bull is not gonna just lay down easily.
Yeah.
So forget about the other team that's called. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Istanbul. Let me ask.
Let
me ask Mr. Bundesliga and Bayern here. Okay, without Timo Werner, has Red Bull taken a step back?
I mean, I think that they didn't do too horrible when it came to Lisbon and like how they played in some of those matches without Timo Werner, but at the same time, like I think that Julian Nagelsmann has shown that he is a pretty good coach. I think at least with German football. I know as a Bayern fan during the Ancelotti and then of course the Niko Kovac, who didn't know what the hell he was. I wasn't cursed, but he didn't know what he was doing at all when he was at the helm of Bayern. Like the dude was absolute idiot, and now he's I think with Monaco. I think that's where he is the coach now, I believe. And like I think that they'll be able to get it together just because I have faith in him. Look at Royal. I have faith in that. I think the thing for me is that I just like I want the Bundesliga not just with Leipzig but with Dortmund, with Gladbach, with like Bayer Leverkusen, with any of these teams that are supposed to be at the top. Like I want them to start being competitive, not just in Europe but in the Bundesliga. I mean, it's ridiculous some of the things that they do. Like Schalke has,
and then you make fun of La Liga, right? I mean, come on, man.
Oh, okay, but like we won the UCL this year and you didn't.
Bro,
So
Sevilla will take any of your teams in that league, bro.
Okay, so
Sevilla was head to head with Bayern in the crap.
Royal, did you know that Red Bull has
Super Cup?
Yeah,
Red Bull, the energy drink, actually owns 4 teams in the entire world, including one in New York?
So that was part of my comment /
the other
question.
thing.
I thought we were talking about soccer, and then you started talking about energy drinks. I was confused as hell. So are groups like divisions in American football?
Yes.
Yeah, but like okay, so
but it's across Europe. This is a competition across Europe instead of just one country. It's hard. Okay. Each country has their own league, and then this is a full league. So say the CFL and the NFL, and if there was a Mexican football league, and they all joined together, and then they all played against each other.
Oh no, it's actually easier. It's actually easier than that. You have the ACC, the Big 12, the SEC, the different conferences, and then they all come together. And instead of doing a 14 bullshit playoff thing, they actually come together and they play for an even bigger trophy than the conference. They play to be the kings of the entire continent. Okay, that's what college football should do. But that's a topic for another podcast, another day. I'm just explaining it to you how college football is bullshit and soccer is more corrupt but less bullshit. Okay,
college football is bullshit is a statement that I 100% agree with. Martin gets 2 points.
Okay, so but like with Leipzig, I think that just the issue I think with Leipzig just goes back to everything that's happening in the Bundesliga right now, which is that it seems like not a single you go back like even 10 years ago, every team wanted to try to compete, and now it seems like they all just see Bayern being like the top dogs of the Bundesliga, and they're just like, all right, like I think we can all agree here that Erling Haaland's going to be probably either in United or somewhere else in the next 2 years. He's not going to be on Dortmund. No. Pulisic was never going to stay with Dortmund. Jadon Sancho, he should be gone. He should be on United right now. Of course, that didn't go through. Like they just take these guys and they just go, all right, yeah, cool. Bayer Leverkusen, yeah, we have a top talent. Kai Havertz, obviously he was going to leave, but we have Julian Brandt, who's playing great right now in the Bundesliga. Instead of competing with the top dogs, let's sell him to one of the top dogs in Dortmund. Like things like that just don't make sense. But with Leipzig specifically, even though a lot of fans in Germany hate them for obvious reason because of how they do with, German football, I just never count Nagelsmann out. And I think that eventually they'll show that they're not going to be horrible, that they'll be fine.
So Martin said, I asked you that because Martin said that Group H is probably the most enticing group. I don't agree. I think Manchester United and PSG are going to run away with it. And on that note, I will say my MVP of the week, which we're going to do a little segment. We're going to do this show every Wednesday moving on. We're going to do MVPs of the week and disappointment of the week, just to let you all guys know. Royal, you're going to get yours in at some point, which will be awesome. So
yeah, he's going to name a basketball player.
Well, George, Davies Caldwell Pope.
Oh my God, KCP, bro.
It's my disappointment.
Papa Jones, baby.
Tell you.
So obviously, as a Manchester United fan, my MVP of the week goes out to Marcus Rashford. And I could either say this is for stuff what he does on the field, but also off the field. But we'll stick with the on the field stuff. A hat trick in 16 minutes after being subbed on completely changed the entire game. They were only up 1-0 at the time. He comes on, makes it 2, makes it 3, then makes it 5, I believe, because he gave Martial the penalty instead of giving himself a hat trick. So shout out Marcus Rashford.
Awesome. All right, guys. So just real quickly on the upcoming games that we should be eyeing on before our show on Wednesday, Shakhtar versus Mönchengladbach. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Our Red Bull versus Bayern, which is much easier for Royal to remember. Manchester City and
Olympiacos.
You also have FC Porto and Marseille, which I thought Marseille was going to be a little bit much better competition-wise, but obviously during the first 2 matches, they haven't done much.
Talk about bad leagues, you can go to the French league.
Facts. Well, we all know that oil runs that league. Manchester United and Istanbul, Barcelona and Dynamo Kiev, which is Martin's favorite team in Ukraine, I believe. Bruce and Dortmund. And then, of course, we will end with Real Madrid and Inter Milan. I might have to pay up debt with Alex Dano if we end up losing horrible.
Oh, that should be fun.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's not good. Martin,
anything else before we end?
No, just this has been fun. Royal, thank you so much for being with us. Your soccer expertise has blown us away. And just tell us your thoughts on this experience, this bizarre 33 minutes of your life that you're never going to get back.
No, I mean, I really appreciate you guys letting me on here. My intentions were to come on here and make fun, but honestly, I thought it was a very lively and interesting conversation, and I really do hope to learn more about the game so that I can have some legitimate input. So I can have some legitimate input in one of these conversations. But thank you guys for having me.
So, I guess we'll wrap it up here. Next Wednesday, after the games, we'll be here at 9:30. Hopefully everybody can be able to join and maybe get more people. Roy, if you have any more basketball or American football people to come on and make fun of us, that'd be cool too.
So you are going to get the entire 5 on the Floor crew in here, man.
Yeah, there we go.
Listen, Alphonse Sidney can't even remember any basketball guys that are not on the Heat. Are you kidding me?
I watched that. That was so funny.
My goal by the end of the year is gonna be to bring Ethan in here and see what he's talking about.
Let Ethan not say your team's name, man. It doesn't go well. Stay away from Europe, Ethan.
Oh my God.
Oh man. All right. Well, I think that does it. See you guys next Wednesday.
A la Madrid.